Hey guys, Father here, and welcome to another edition of Father at Home. Well, back when I was a kid, it was really nice that I could always turn to PBS whenever I wanted to see something that made me feel good. Whether it be Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Not that Barney Dinosaur. That guy was a piece of crap. But there was one show that I watched as a child that a few of us forget about. It's kind of sad because it was really good. But I think we should revisit it today. So let's hop on board and revisit Shining Time Station. Shining Time is a station that takes place in the Indian Valley. It is run by Stacy Jones, who inherited it from her grandmother Gracie, who she's about Stacy's age. Originally, her nephew engineer, his granddaughter Tanya would come over all the time and work with Stacy. Stacy was always a good person to them, right? And like whenever they could have worked as this today in the lifetime of a train station, but they always dealt with even like sort of customers who came there, and sometimes schemers, wacky antics, or sometimes this was what was going on with how things go on behind the station. Originally, the show was known as a promotion for the Thomas and the Tank Engine thing. The stories were told by Mr. Conductor, originally played by Ringo Starr. Yes, I said Ringo Starr. But however as good as Ringo was, the one I remember telling these stories is George Carlin. Mr. Conductor was a very loving fellow to the children, especially to many things about the Island of Sodor and about Thomas. Many of the procrastinators in this story were also Gordon, Horsey, Harry, or Jay. So if you read the stories, you know there's 30 ends in jail. But I ended up liking the show for the adventures that go on in the train station. A couple episodes that stand out for me, this one where Tanya and Matt end up wanting to go fishing with Harry, Tanya's grandfather and the station engineer. It's really one of the pretty. There's also another one that I really liked involving the station closing down, but at the last minute, J.P. King comes to rescue it. The characters in here were also great. Now, after Harry left, they ended up getting in Billy Two-Face, the wise-old Indian as an engineer. He was a good storyteller as well as really a good friend to the station. What's good is like he told a lot of really interesting stories that were actually based on things that happened. He was a character that I actually had forgotten. Dan, Becky, and Carol were good replacements for Matt and Tanya, who would come on around the same time George would replace Ringo. It was really nice to see the three of them with Stacy or Billy. And I really liked the chemistry between them and Mr. Conductor. It was also nice how Billy and Stacy always cared for them and always were there when they needed help. There's even one episode involving Skiba, where like Skiba even grew on the kids and stood up for them, as well as Stacy for not being allowed in a club. While this was happening, Schema, by the way, had his own how-to video about like how to do these crazy things, which I saw online. It was freaking hilarious and worth checking out. Speaking of direct-to-video sequels, the Jukebox Band was a wonderful thing led by Tito and consisting of Grace, the Bay, Dee Dee, and Tex and Rex. They had a really good segment and even did one called A Day in the Life of the Jukebox Band, and it was awesome. Totally worth checking out. And as mentioned before, the station is owned and ran by Stacy, who was played by Edie Khan, aka Frenchie from Grease. Whether Stacy is good which fortunately she is in most episodes, or she puts her foot down, there's never a dull moment around the show. But like the character who I remember the most is Schema, like this guy who's really obsessed with collecting nickels and who's always trying to obsessed with like these really loony ways to get money. Even when he's a jackass, I really can't help laughing for him. Like, if he has all these crazy get-rich-quick ideas. Now, in 2000, Thomas and the Magic Railroad was launched based on the series. I didn't see it, and even the reviews that I've seen about it, I really don't think it's fair to judge it on the reviews. I can't say it was what I do think of it, it's nowhere near as good as that. What I'd like to see is the show rebooted, unless I think any of the cast could reprise their roles, I wonder if that would do any good. Regardlessly, if this is a good show, then if you could find you and want to see. Well, thank you guys so much again for watching. Arrivederci.